Okay, guys, Rodney back at you, man, with another mindset for wealth building tip 65. And this thought or title will be Limited Knowledge Will Keep You Broke. Limited knowledge will keep you broke. Because when we don't know much about something and we draw from our past experiences, um, and we may be weak in that area that we're thinking about, don't know much about it, but when we draw from our past experience, it either doesn't line up, doesn't match, you have nothing to draw on, so you make decisions based on limited knowledge. And so either it paralyzes us or we make a wrong decision and or we do nothing. Limited knowledge has kept people broke forever. And the first thing that normally people do when you tell them about a company, first thing come to mind, I haven't heard about it. Then they start thinking, well, if I haven't heard about it, must be not that big. It must be not successful and all that kind of stuff. And you go down this rabbit trail. But let me ask you this. How many Fortune 500 companies do you know? How many do you know? You may recognize them if someone give you a list. You may be able to check off, a few of them, maybe 40%, something like that. But you don't know all of the Fortune 500 companies out there. But those companies usually have been around 80 to 90 years. They have been in business for 80 to 90 years to be considered in the category of the Fortune 500 companies. So just because you haven't heard of something doesn't mean that it's not successful. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be one of those companies that rises to the point of being a Fortune 500 company. But because of our limited knowledge, and we just negate the potential because we don't know what we're looking for when we look at a company that might have potential. And so if you don't know what you're looking you're going to make bad decisions on that company, and you're going to limit yourself of joining that company in order to either invest or be a part of to create wealth for yourself. One thing that I've learned, you got to go out there and increase your knowledge. Let me give you a small example. Now, I have a sweet tooth, and my sister-in-law is a baker in the family, and she bakes stuff. But one thing that I have learned, if I like something that she have baked, I'm going to learn how to bake it for myself. I do a little baking. So if I like something that she baked, I get the name and I go out on YouTube and see how to bake it. Get the ingredients. I say, yep, that's the one. Yep, that got all the ingredients that she had. I'm going to go ahead and learn from that video the ingredients, how to prepare it, what's the temperature that I need to bake, how long do I need to bake it. I'm going to do it. Now, I may not get it right the first time, but when I try the second and third time, you better believe I have honed in on it, and it's going to be a done deal. That way, I'm not limited to her baking and bringing it over. I can bake it when that sweet tooth kind of rises up. I can go out there and do it. So what am I saying? I'm saying I take my limited knowledge and I expand it so that I can do it for myself, learn how to do it, and we're good to go. what we have to begin to do is to expand our knowledge or draw from someone else's knowledge. That's what I did on YouTube, to be able to do what I wanted to do or have an understanding about something that I want to venture into. And so oftentimes when we look at a company, because of our limited knowledge, we don't even know what to look for. Let me give you 10 things that you ought to look for or to understand about a company so that you can start having a good idea if a company is going to be successful or not. This is not the catch-all, but I'm gonna give you 10 things. First of all, you must know the market demand and the product fit. Does this company have a demand in the market, and does it have a product that will drive that market? Second, you must know the business model and the revenue stream. Thirdly, the management team. Who is running this company? Who are those people, individuals that are driving this company? Do the CEO have the right people in place to make this company successful? You need to know, fourthly, you need to know its financial health. Does it have enough finances, enough revenue, enough money to be able to make this company get to where it wants to go? Fifth, competitive advantage. Does this company have something that will allow it to compete with the other companies that are out there? You don't have to create something new. You can enhance what's out there, or you can make it cheaper or more affordable for consumers. Six, the market size. How big is your market? How big is this company market will be, and its growth potential? Seventh, customer acquisition or retention. How many customers can this company draw on or get from the market that is in based on its products? Innovation and adaptability. Do this company have the wherewithal, the people in place to be able to foresee the future, per se, and be able to make products that will take it into the future? Ninth, the brand and reputation of the company. And lastly, the external factors and industry trends. You need to know these things. If you don't know these things, if those things are questionable, you're just taking a chance. That's why you have to draw on other people's knowledge, because you can go on the internet. These 10 things that I shown, pointed out to you, you're not going to get all of that information by going to the internet. You have to have a little bit of inside scoop if you want to really see the inner components of a company. And the only way that you're going to know that is you got to have an inside seat. If you can draw upon someone or know someone that's sitting at the table, or you in the house. The further you are away from that table and you're just drawing from information from the internet, then only time will tell if that company is going to be successful or not. But you can look at some pointers out there, draw and say, oh yeah, this company has this, it has that. Oh, it's a good, just based on what you have seen because of the market, because of its products, stuff like that. What's, the market size, you can say, okay, this company has a upside potential to be well. You can draw that from the internet if you have clear and clean information, because all information is not clear and is not clean. What I mean by clean, because some people can give you tainted information if they don't like the company. They can talk bad about the company without really understanding the company. Also, oh, this company got a lawsuit here. That company got that company. Have you looked at the other Fortune 500 companies that got lawsuits? None of them are clean. Somebody's suing them because they might have tripped in their store, they got a lawsuit. They might have said that the employee did this, they got a lawsuit. There's a lot of things that will taint the company, but it does not change the size or the company status of being a Fortune 500 company, because somebody gonna have something to happen and they're gonna have a little tick mark. Did that close the doors of that company? No, that's just business dealings that companies deal with daily, monthly, annually. That's what they do. So when you draw from your limited information and say, oh, that company got somebody suing them. No, that's nothing. That's nothing. You're just basing it off of your limited information. So the more information you have, as you expand on your information, talking with someone, that's why I said, really, if you want to go work for a company and you got somebody that that work there, go to that person. Ask them, how do they feel about the company? You've done your limited research, but if you know somebody, say, oh man, I know John, he works at that company, man, that I'm thinking about. Let me go ask him, what did they do? What are the hours? What did he feel about it, or what she feel about it? Now you're getting a inside scoop about that company. Now that person may be tainted. You got to hear what they're saying about the company. Now, if they've been saying for years that, man, they love working there and all that stuff like that, or they've been saying, man, I hate that company, but they still there, then you have to get that information and make the decision from yourself. But you have expanded your knowledge based on what you have went out there and read about. If you research, a lot of people don't research about a company they want to work for. They just say, man, I need a job. They're hiring. I'm going to go work for them. You're not doing no research. You don't know the upside of the company. You don't know if they got lawsuits out there. You don't know their management team. You don't know none of that. You're just going to go ahead and hook your time to that company so that you can get a paycheck. You're not doing no research. But all of a sudden, when you become an investigator, when people try to tell you that there is a legitimate opportunity out there, now you the investigator of the year. Now you know everything based on your limited knowledge. You have to expand your knowledge so that you can make a intelligent decision on if you believe this is a good opportunity or not. And that's why I tell people, man, I got a lot of experience on things to do and not to do. Own brick and mortar company, done this, done that, been online over 20 years, done all that. I know what I'm looking for. And now that I'm here and I have a company that I see these things that I have told you about, because I'm not at the table, but I'm at the table. If that makes sense. Some that's going to make sense to y'all and some is not. I'm not sitting in the meetings, but I know what's going on. All right, that's what we're talking about. The more inside scoop information that you have and the outside sources that you can pull together will allow you to expand your knowledge, and so that you can make a decision. Once you understand that, then you are working with something. Our limited knowledge have kept us broke too long. because it has stopped us from moving forward. It has hindered us. We have made decisions off of our limited knowledge, thinking that we know something that we don't know, about an industry we don't know about, don't even know how to look at it, don't even know the things to look at. I've given you 10 things to look at, and we have made a decision and we have been broke. Why? Because we won't take our little bit of resources and went out there and say, you know what? I'm going to go out there. I've looked at it. I'm going to make a calculated risk because I've looked at everything, and now I'm ready to move forward in my adventure of trying to create wealth for me and my family. Guys, you cannot let your limited knowledge keep you broke forever. That's the mindset tip that I have for today in creating wealth. Take care until the next time.